What's up, y'all? What's poppin'? It's D. About to react to this vid by Lovely T. TV. This is the identity of Diddy's new baby mama comes to light, and Young Miami goes off on DJ Akademiks. This is the full breakdown. Lord, let's see what's going on. Let's watch.
Hey T-Sippers, I hope you guys are doing good today. Happy Monday. I can't believe it's already the 12th of December. If you guys don't know, Puffy, aka Sean Diddy Combs, he took to social media Saturday morning to announce and welcome the birth of his new child. So Diddy takes to Instagram and he says, "I'm so blessed to welcome my baby girl. Love Sean Combs to the world. Mama Combs, Quincy, Justin, Christian, Chance, Delilah, Jesse, and myself, all love you so much. God is the greatest." So this caused a lot of controversy. People are like, we don't recall Carisha being pregnant. Does he mean his grandchild? What child? What is he talking about? Then we find out the child was born in October. So the child has been here for a while. And so everybody's been talking about this on social media. I had a feeling that the baby's mother was going to be Asian. And I'll show you guys that later. So anyways, it was announced today that, the social media sleuths found out Diddy's new baby's mother. Basically, the baby was born October 15th in Newport Beach, California. Diddy's listed as the father, and the mother is a 28-year-old woman named Dana Tran, okay? On top of that, they're saying that Dana works in the cybersecurity industry, and she's a South Cal native. And so I had a feeling if it wasn't Dana, it was one of the Asian girls that Diddy is always spotted with, or that has claimed Diddy over the past year. So I wrote this. I said, I knew it was Dana. She wasted no time hustling and positioning herself and her community. Her and her Blasian baby will come up off of Brother Black Love, Brother Black Economics, Brother Building Black Generational Wealth. Congratulations, Brother Clown. Ooh. So y'all know I'm not a fan of Diddy. And like I tell you guys all the time, I don't care who you guys are fans of. That's between you and that celebrity. Period. I don't have to like or support anybody that you support. So let me make that clear for people, because there was a few people in their feelings and I told them to go ahead and unfollow. You don't have to follow my Instagram page. Go follow the Shade Room. So this is my thing, and this is why I'm bringing this up. I have nothing against interracial dating. You guys know this. I have nothing against the fact that she's Asian. My issue is that Diddy has been on this pro-black kick for the past 2 years, okay? Let's keep that real, because it seems like social media has such a short memory. In 2020, what did he say? Diddy released a letter to corporate America. He was basically saying that corporate America is no longer able to manipulate the culture, and he was saying that he's tired of corporate America not really supporting black empowerment. And he wrote this whole letter. On top of that, let's also not forget, in that same year, he also spoke out and he slammed the industry for their lack of investment in black enterprises. That's when he was really trying to get Revolt, just really getting off the ground, and he felt like he was not getting enough support with his Revolt television. And then let's not forget, in 2020, Diddy started a political party to empower black Americans, where he wanted Trump out of office, and he even did a whole sit-down with Charlamagne the God, where he talked about black empowerment and the black family and things like that, and, putting together a black political party. Y'all go ahead and check out this snippet.
God made my mission and my purpose clear. And my mission and my purpose is to do whatever and play whatever role that I have to play into saving the black race, whatever and play whatever role that I have to play into saving the black.
Yeah, I personally don't care either. I don't give a damn who he gets pregnant, white, black. I don't care. But this is very contradicting. Like, come on. This is your mission to preserve the black race. I mean, sure. However you feel about that mission is irrelevant. But that's what he's saying out his mouth. So if that's your mission, you sure are having a lot of kids by non-black women, because this ain't the first.
Race, number one, and number two, to making sure that everybody of all colors, all backgrounds, all creeds, all nationalities, all get this. We all get the same 24 hours. Not just one race, not just another race, not just one gender, not another. We all get the same 24 hours. But I'm fighting this fight, and to other people, it's an impossible dream. It's not impossible. It's going to happen. We're going to make progress and change the world, but I can't do it alone. And I know there's people that feel just like me that are out there, that are talented, that's probably working for Google or Nike or working for bigger corporations that have a track record and have an experience at the level that I'm playing at. I'm not coming to just compete. I'm coming to win. I'm gonna fucking buy Disney for us, okay? If Trump gets elected, I really do believe in my heart there'll be a race war. That's why this message is not just to black people. You know what I'm saying? This message is to everybody. This man is really trying to turn us against each other and put us in a situation. America messed up. Like, when I look at the videos of, like, Malcolm, Martin, Stokely, you know what I'm saying? I wish I could have seen a black man conversation. I couldn't have talked to nobody about what we want to talk about with you. You know what I'm saying? That's a testament to your journalism. Man, you're inspiration to me, bro.
I want to see where you at. See where you at. You know,
I know this is like an ongoing debate, but I think it's so hypocritical to preach about being pro-black and advancement of black people and da-da-da. Like, you acting like this is just everything that you want. This is your mission in life, da-da-da. But you are out here impregnating people of different races. That don't make no sense to me. It's just the message does not add up. It's like, how does this coincide with your message, sir? It don't make sense. Just shut up about this if that's what you're gonna do in your personal life. I don't get it.
you sparked a crazy conversation. And you told everybody to hold their vote.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys just saw that snippet. So that is why I wrote that. It's not about her being Asian. It's not even about them necessarily having a biracial baby. My issue is I think a lot of black women are to the point where they're tired of celebrity black men, especially men in power,
I don't care, though.
who talk all this pro-black, black family, generational wealth, black power, black empowerment, black building nonsense. But then they seem to always find themselves in a situation where they're not necessarily creating black families, okay? Now, y'all can say, well, his other kids are black, but let's keep it real. His other kids are multiracial. Justin's mother is Jamaican and Chinese, Misa. Kim Porter, even though she's brown-skinned, her mother was mixed, her dad was black. Chance, his other daughter that he had along with the twins, I think they're like a year or so apart, her mother is biracial. She has a white father, black mother. So let's not act like Diddy has a history of just, having children with full black women. So my thing is, I can even give him grace with the other kids because he was younger. He was younger back then. And sometimes it takes a while for people to come into their wokeness. So this is nothing against, his children or any of that. But my thing is, he's been talking pro-black for the past 3-4 years now and been acting like he's really serious about it. And so it's very interesting. And I was saying this from jump that I felt like his whole relationship with Carisha was fake. It was just something to pacify a lot of black women. There was so many black women that were so gassed up with the fact that Carisha and Diddy were together. They were living vicariously through her. Yes, sis. And she came up and she got Diddy and she's living her best life. For me, I didn't care about them being together one way or another. I felt like, as long as everybody's grown and she knows what it is, cool. You know what I'm saying? As long as she realizes that, it's a sexual relationship. He may look out for her, buy her bags. He said on the Breakfast Club he wasn't buying no cars. But, he's looked out for her in other ways. And as long as she's cool with that, cool. But then Carisha was just acting a little bit too, quote unquote, pick-me-ish. During the BET Awards, she got a lot of flack because she was standing up there with this sign, professing her love to Diddy. Meanwhile, Diddy's on stage and has not made mention of her one time.
Easy looking like, is this girl serious for me?
And what's very interesting is that this was back in June, so clearly old girl was already pregnant. So the Asian baby mama is at home with her feet up resting while you're on BT holding up signs. On top of that, I feel like he got with her to try and get black women on board to support the new show because Carisha Please is on Revolt TV. So if I can mess with this young black girl who is a part of the culture, people like Carisha, she's funny, and I can be seen with her, and I can use her youth and her energy and her fan base and, all this stuff. it will bring more people to watch the show, bring more people to support Revolt TV. I don't feel like their relationship was ever really that genuine. It was a relationship of convenience. He got something out of it, which is, her youth in the hip-hop business, her youth in music, her fans, and then she got something off of it because it elevated her status from just being a city girl to being one of Diddy's girls. Now, what was very interesting is that today her
ain't she like 30 though? She not
DJ Akademiks got into it.
No shade, obviously, but I'm just saying.
She was really, really upset. So I'm going to go ahead and read to you guys the back and forth that they had. So DJ Akademiks says, Diddy different. My nigga done fucked around and had a side baby on his harem of side chicks. Brother Love is a real one. Now, that's what DJ Akademiks wrote. I don't recall him adding Young Miami. But Young Miami decided to jump into the fray. So she says, Akademiks, my name ain't Dick, so keep it out your mouth. You the type of nigga my uncle doing life sentences for, bitch ass nigga. Wow. Then she says, I'm nobody's side bitch. Let's make that clear on this Good Monday. And I don't come second to no bitch. Okay. So DJ Akademiks replies back and says this. Misdirected anger. Brother Love would not approve of this behavior. I ain't that one that had a side baby on y'all. Relax. Then he says, Young Miami mad at me for pointing out the obvious. You said you and that nigga go together real bad. That nigga had another baby with another woman. You the side chick. Don't get mad now. At least you got hella gifts. Live your life, queen. Also, don't tell us your business, LOL. Because, of course, we gonna comment. And she says, you sit your fat, scary ass in the house all day talking online. Come outside, police booty boy. Then she says, bitches be like, I can bitch, and that's the difference. Then she says, Diddy won't even look at half of y'all bitches' way. Majority of y'all preying upon a fallen star, bitch, please. Then she says, and I'm not mad, I'm trending. Then DJ Akademiks says, Nick Cannon's women would never have a mental breakdown the day he announces a new baby. I'm just saying, straighten up. Y'all be knowing what y'all sign up for. Then Young Miami says, who's having a mental breakdown? Who? And then she says, who's having a mental breakdown? You talking on me, punk? Then he says, I'm not trying to argue with you. I'm praying for your healing because right now you sound like someone who found out the news via TMZ just like everybody else. Yeah, I'll send my prayers. Love you, hun. Then Miami says, I'm trying to figure out when I was mad or having a mental breakdown. Girl, bitch, right I'm in La La Land with my feet up, smelling my flowers. Y'all mad. You the one screaming at your porch, calling me out my name, punk. Then Akademiks says, Brother Love must have left Young Miami questioning him on Red. Because she got all this time to be on Twitter mad because I called her a side chick. Then she replies back and says, it's cool for a man to constantly harass me online that I don't know. He did the same shit when my car got shot up and he laughed when I almost lost my life. Find somebody else to play with. I can react how the fuck I want to.
Yeah, you're
So that was their back and forth. So this is what I wrote on my Instagram page. I said, sorry, ma'am. We deal in reality around here. You were a side chick. You were one of many. And you made yourself look goofy at the BET Awards. While you were holding pick-me signs, his new Asian baby mama was at home resting her feet and enjoying her come-up. If they had an understanding that it was just sexual and she got some coins from him, then she wouldn't care, be pressed about her position.
That's a fact.
She's definitely salty because that facade about her coming up off of Diddy has shattered. He never took her seriously. He took her sexually. Folks need to learn the difference, but go out, sis. Ooh. So that was my response to the whole back and forth. And I think that's the issue, is that you have women thinking that they're coming up and they're going to be the one, or he's going to settle down. And that's not the case. It's a sexual situation. And the whole time he was messing with her, he was messing with other people. If she didn't care and she wasn't a side chick, explain to me why a few months ago she was going back with another Asian woman named Dina Hunt. Remember, she was an OnlyFans model that Diddy.
If you didn't care, you wouldn't be doing all this.
And Carisha
it's
got
very much
mad
giving
at her feelings.
Care.
So again, if it's just sex and you're getting money and he's looking out for you, why do you care if he's kissing on somebody else? Okay. So they went back and forth for a while, and then remember a few months ago, there was another Asian girl. Diddy was doing a live stream with his mother, and they were talking about Mace. and he accidentally turned the camera the wrong way, and we see another Asian woman. She looks Asian. Her name was Jessie May. So that went viral because everybody was like, okay, I thought, Carisha was the main. Who's this chick? And she's literally running to get out the way. Check this out.
Christian trying to join her. Let Christian in. Let Christian got a hit. Oh! What the fuck are you doing? Oh! What the fuck are you doing?
Oh, yeah, she trying to get up out of there.
All right, so you guys just saw that. On top of this, when Diddy and Carisha first started messing around, now remember, I'm no side chick, I'm main, and this and that. Remember when it came out that Joey Chavez, who is Bow Wow's baby's mother and Future's baby's mother, she was making out with Diddy? What happened? Carisha unfollowed her. And they were kind of low-key throwing shots at each other.
I didn't know that.
So, at the end of the day, she needs to stop acting like she's so unbothered. She was definitely bothered throughout this situationship, because that's what it was. It wasn't a relationship. It was a situationship. She was definitely trying to be the main one, because if she wasn't trying to be, she wouldn't have gave a damn about Joey. She wouldn't have gave a damn about Dina, Jessie, or any of these other women that Diddy was messing with if they truly had
she wouldn't be arguing with Akademiks.
Now, remember, a month ago, they were all at Diddy's birthday party, and Carisha got him a necklace. Krishan was there. And, they were looking like a straight-up couple. Diddy even kissed her. Then, literally not even 2 weeks after that, Carisha went online and she deleted every picture of her and Diddy. She not only deleted every picture of Diddy, she also unfollowed him. And then she wrote a few things on her Instagram story where she says 4 words. When I think about them, it's crusty, musty, dusty, and rusty. Then she says, bring on the mother effing problems.
More money, more
and
problems.
then she posted a picture of herself and she says, I don't care who he fuck with, bitch. I can't be fucked with. And we haven't really seen them together acknowledging each other since then. So I think the reason why Diddy is coming out now about the baby, because the news was going to come out anyways. Either somebody found out or maybe Young Miami was going to spill the tea. Because I'm sure she probably knew that he had a kid on the way. Or maybe when she found out, that's when she unfollowed him and, broke up with him, quote unquote, even though they weren't in a relationship. Because that was, embarrassing, because everybody's acting like they were really boyfriend and girlfriend. And I kept telling y'all from day one, this is a sexual situation. I don't know why y'all keep looking at this as some type of relationship goals. She is one of his many. And for her to not act like she wasn't a side chick, and she doesn't come second to no bitch, you need to live in reality. You were one of his many side chicks. You definitely came second because he got somebody else pregnant and he has a baby with them. And I find that very interesting. And I'm not saying that she needed to have a kid with Diddy or anything like that, but I find it very interesting that as old as Diddy is, and as much as he's been talking about black empowerment, he allowed himself to get caught up with a woman of another race. Now, when I look at men with power, let's take Elon Musk, for example, because he's definitely a male whore. Elon Musk has 10 children by, I don't know how many different women, but several different women. Children? When you look at his kids, please find me the half-black child. Please find me a biracial child that Elon Musk has. You won't find any. All of his children are white because he understands, even if he's going to be a whore, he's going to leave his wealth to his race. Okay? On top of that, we have Diddy, who, again, like I said, when he was younger, that's one thing. But now you're more woke. Now you're talking all this black empowerment. So for him to be caught up having a child with an Asian woman, knowing that that money will be left to the Asian community, because these are the things that they talk about, it's very interesting. On top of that, we have the whole Nick Cannon situation where literally out of all his baby's mothers, he has one that's even full black. Now, again, when people have money and they have power, they understand when they leave that money and it goes to the next generation, who that money goes back to, okay? Umar Johnson was even saying this on The Breakfast Club.
Yeah, he talks about this a lot.
I just feel like Diddy used Miami just like Miami was using him. Fair trade ain't no robbery. But he was definitely using her and her persona and her personality to basically get black women back on board with him, to support him, to look at him differently. Because again, If he had no shame and he wasn't trying to use her to, you know, pacify some black women, because I wasn't impressed by any of this mess, he would not have any problem acknowledging this whole situation, acknowledging that he had a baby on the way. He wouldn't have to hide this woman. He'd have been, you know, showing her proudly just the same way he was walking around with Young Miami proudly. How come all the women that he's dating of other races, they're jumping off camera to hide and not be seen? He's gone out his way to try and hide the Asian women that he's been, you know, messing with on the side. But he had no problem parading Young Miami around. And I feel like he was parading her around for, you know, the aesthetics, because of how it looked. Like, oh, you know, he's so pro-black. He got a young black woman on his arm and this and that. So, again, that was the point of my post for y'all and y'all's feelings. It has nothing to do, per se, with him being with a woman of another race and having a biracial child.
But
my issues, I'm tired of people talking pro-black that's not full black. People, you've always lived a soft life, or like you come from that background, or this, you know, certain type of pedigree came out looking. And social media look at women like you. Use situations like this to talk down to other black women and say things like, oh, y'all are just jealous. Oh, y'all wish upon a fallen star that y'all could be in this situation. Diddy would never look at women like you. Young Miami, you was having a baby in 2019 and telling the world that you got to have Chinese in you because of how your baby came out looking, and social media drugged the hell out of you. So please stop acting like you've always lived a soft life.
Oh, this is embarrassing. What's the mix of Chinese or Asian? That's what I mean, that's basically what she said. Oh, yeah, that's so embarrassing. Why would she say that?
Or like you come from that background or this, you know, certain type of pedigree to even be in spaces with Diddy. You lucked up. That doesn't make you better or worse than anybody. You lucked up, cringe. You got into certain spaces, good for you. But then don't turn around and talk to other black women and talk down to black women and talk down on their looks and say that they couldn't be in those same spaces. If you were able to luck up in less than 3 years and get into the same space with Diddy, I think other black women can see themselves in those same spaces as well, okay? Because like I said, you know, 2-3 years ago, you weren't in those spaces. So let's not act all the way brand new. Because again, 2-3 years ago, she was out here screaming that she must have Asian in her. You can't make this shit up.
Yeah, she's actually very ignorant now that I think about it. She's the same one who came out online and said that if her son turns out to be gay, she's going to beat the gay out of him. That's how stupid this one is. She's very slow. So I'm not surprised by any of this. And she's looking real goofy right now. Like, girl, this is embarrassing. And then you going back and forth with DJ Akademiks. It's giving press to the max. Just because he has an opinion? Girl, this is this man's job to speak on these celebrities. So people who be like, oh, Akademiks are always in people's business. This is his fucking job. He gets paid for it. Y'all sound dumb. Like, y'all all have opinions about all these celebrities and what they doing with their lives. And you not getting paid a dime. You not getting paid nothing to waste your time talking about this shit. So what are we talking about? How you gonna get mad at him for doing his goddamn job? So that's all he's doing, and she's misdirecting her anger and trying to go off on him. It's like, girl, what is this? You look crazy right now. You are clearly very pressed. You're emotionally invested in this situation. If this was just a city girl situation and it's like, oh, he giving me money, I don't care what he do, I ain't got feelings for him, I don't love this man, I don't care, then you wouldn't be doing all this. You wouldn't be arguing with his other side chicks and unfollowing people and going back and forth. You wouldn't be doing all this extra shit, holding up signs, going to his parties, kissing him on the lips, giving him gifts. You doing the fucking most. You doing the most because you have feelings for this man. So you fucked up. You're fucked up, okay? This is not city girl behavior at all. You are losing hard in this situation, and you look so goofy. So goofy. And the more you go back and forth and argue with people, you just look even more stupid. So if you like, I can react how I want to. You damn right you can, and we could just sit back and laugh at you and identify how crazy you look. Okay? You look dumb. This whole situation is really embarrassing. But girl, go off. I guess anything for a check, right? Which is so sad because you got your own money. So you're getting humiliated publicly, looking hella dumb, getting dragged up and down online for what? For a few dollars that he's throwing at you when you have your own money? None of this makes sense. This is stupid. City girls down 100 points, girl. This is embarrassing. As far as Diddy and his pro-black situation, I honestly didn't even know about it. I don't care who he chooses to impregnate. Let's be clear. I don't care who dates interracially. I don't care about any of that. But it does come across very hypocritical when you're saying you want to preserve the black race and everything you're doing is for the advancement of black people and you're fighting for pro-black rights, and all of that does not make sense when you are constantly impregnating people of other races. Because like she said, your wealth is going to be passed down to your mixed race children, and let's say they are dating people who are non-black. Your wealth is being passed down to the non-black community. Make it make sense. It doesn't add up. So it's just like, okay, this is a weird message to constantly put out when you are, laying with people who are not black, and this is not helping advance them. And you're a billionaire. There are not that many billionaires in the world. So you really need to be careful with how you distribute your wealth. It makes a huge difference. And you're deciding to have children with non-black people. That don't make sense. And she brought up Elon Musk. Very good point. And I'm sure all the other non-black billionaires, what are they doing? They're having kids with people of their own race. Let's be clear. Or Asian, because that is very common. But let's be fucking clear. Someone who is half white and half Asian, they are going to be white passing for the most part. Let's be clear. But you know what? That's a whole different topic. I don't care about none of this, to be clear. I don't care about any of these people. Have babies with who you like, whatever. This don't affect me. Y'all let me know what y'all thought, though. Let me know what other videos you want me to watch, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.